Ever since I was a little kid, if I was at school and I was fucking around, you know what I mean, doing what I wasn't supposed to do, you know, I was at school just fucking up. Or not even at school. If I was just out in life and I was doing things with my friends, and I was fucking up, not doing what I was supposed to do. Me and my sisters, if we came home, my father had made sure that there was going to be judgment as soon as we walked through that fucking door. My father, as the leader of our fucking household, made sure that he manually started dishing out fucking punishments for each and every single one of us. As we should receive said punishments. Zobi 70, just like my father, who was the leader of the fucking household, Zobi 70, who is the leader of the PlayStation Nation, the PlayStation community, has to go out here and start dishing out punishments because we're not doing what we have to do. These videos are basically punishment videos of what my father used to do to us as a child. Now, you know, it doesn't have to resolve to putting his hands on us. It can resolve as a slick and smooth tongue lashing is about to commence to you motherfuckers. Consistently, I continue to make these videos. And people are saying that I'm being repetitive by making these videos by saying that PlayStation sales aren't right. People are saying these videos are repetitive. But the thing is, in order to end repetitivity, is if people will actually go out there and support their games. By saying that, what they're trying to do is disqualify me from telling the truth. And I know the truth hurts, especially when you come from homes where it's the ideology is coming from a feminine point of view. Because feminine people, women, they tend to do not live on the realm of truth because they have a vagina. And with the vagina, you can make the rules. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're a big dog like Zobi 70, where dick can defeat vagina. And I make the rules. I stand here tall with my 13-inch cock, and I'm telling you, motherfuckers, this is wrong. This is just terrible. You know, this is an embarrassment. This is just bad. You know, and I cannot believe that the PlayStation Nation of all nations came out here and raised their fist to the heavens to look at the Xbox fanboys and look down on them on the Tomb Raider sales when Tomb Raider it's on its way to be the Street Fighter sales are no way near in the vicinity to do the Tomb Raider numbers. And this is the trick. This is the doozy here. You know, the PlayStation is on its way to selling 40 million units. 40 million fucking units. I mean, Capcom, you have made one of the biggest fucking mistakes that you have ever made in your whole entire life, and that is making a game exclusive to the PlayStation. You were willing to bet in all your fucking chips on the PlayStation Nation. Don't you know that the PlayStation Nation is nothing but a bunch of bullshitters? A bunch of cocksuckers? A bunch of dick riders? These motherfuckers do not go out there and support their fucking games. When it's time to put their motherfucking money where their motherfucking mouth is, you will not see them there. Oh, yeah, to the build up, my man, he came up on stage. I don't even remember when Street Fighter was announced exclusively on PlayStation. It could have been at E3, it could have been at the PlayStation Experience. But I remember the guy coming on stage at the PlayStation Experience, the creator of the Street Fighter 5. I don't like the guy, might I add. I think he's horrible. I think he cannot make a good Street Fighter game at all. I think all of his Street Fighter games from Street Fighter Third Strike on up have been a complete flop. And it shows in sales, it shows in the gameplay, it shows in replayability. He has made probably the worst Street Fighter games of all time in the essence of Street Fighter 2, Street Fighter 2 Turbo, from Capcom versus SNK, Marvel versus Capcom. Those games in the past were just superb Street Fighter games, giving you options upon options that you would never see on these modern day Street Fighters today. But that guy came up on stage at the PlayStation Experience, and he was on there dancing and singing, and he was chest bumping with the PlayStation creators, and the PlayStation creators were all happy and excited. But if you look in the eyes were so fucking dead. They can tell. They can tell that the PlayStation Nation was full of shit. But not him. He didn't know. And, the creator, he's Japanese. He doesn't know. He doesn't. I mean, not that against Japanese people, but he doesn't know. He just hears the cheers. The audience is just cheering and happy. Yeah! Woo! That's what the PlayStation needs to do. That's what they do. They cheer. They scream. That's why I looked at that fucking conference. It came out a couple months ago. And they were cheering for Ni no Kuni. They were cheering for Final Fantasy VII. And I was like, this is all complete bullshit. It's just 100% pure bull fucking shit. He's out there on stage and the PlayStation Nation is cheering and they're happy and they're taking pictures with him and they're hugging him and they're bowing to him and shit like that. And one guy was sucking his fucking cock. I was like, this is just bull. And then as soon as Judgment Day comes out, as soon as Judgment Day comes out, and I come out and make my fucking video that the Street Fighter has an abundance of problems. It's just not right that you put out a product, you charge people full price for an unfinished product. It's just shit like that just doesn't fly amongst men. Real men just wouldn't fall for no shit like that. Yeah, in the comment section, people were telling me how wrong I was. They were saying that the game was going to be completed and in future, everything will be free. Everything's free later on. Free. Everything's free. Everybody, here at the PlayStation Nation, they love free. I guess Capcom got that right. Free. When they used the word free, they thought the fuck. Hello? We're sitting around reading our Bibles right now. This is the Lord's time right now. You're cutting in on the Lord. All right, take it easy. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, that's late. It's there at 9 o'clock, and they're calling my house. On some whatever the fuck they're on. I don't even know. But anyway, check it out. The place. I don't even know what I'm talking about. But okay, now I do. Zombie 70, you're wrong. Everything's gonna be free. And Capcom was using free because they know the PlayStation community will definitely support it if it's free. These are the most brokest, gayest motherfuckers I've ever seen in my life. As a man, you shouldn't be broke. As a man, you should have a hustle going. That's impossible as a man that you're broke and you can't buy these games. So there's no excuses on being broke. As a man, you shouldn't be broke. You should have some type of fucking resources. At least back in the day when the fucking, or even now, I even give props to the motherfuckers out there that's selling weed or drugs or bath salts or fucking, anything, some synthetic weed, anything. I even get props to them going out there and getting fucking money because there's no way that you should be fucking poor. Free. Now the next day, not the next day, the next couple of days, I started coming out and the early sales numbers started to come out and the sales numbers were extremely poor. And I knew I wasn't surprised. I wasn't surprised as the PlayStation Nation, of course. And like all of a sudden people started retracting from the free statement and how you're getting all these free goodies later on in the future. And then you tell me, oh, you know what, Zombie 70, but you said. You know what, Zombie 70, but you said. But Zombie, you said don't buy the game. You know what, Zombie, you said that if anybody that buys the game, they're sheep. You know what, Zombie 70, you said. It's like, I'm starting to believe, like, you guys can hear every single fucking word that comes out of my fucking mouth. You're only twisting it the way that you want to twist it in your own twisted little fucking heads. Because everybody seemed to quote me in my last fucking video about what I said. Do you know that Zombie 70 has came on this channel countless upon countless of times and said a lot of fucking things. But it doesn't change nothing. You can't give me the you said excuse on the reason why millions upon millions of people didn't buy Street Fighter V. There's over 40 fucking million PlayStation 4 units sold. And millions upon millions of people did not buy Street Fighter V. What are the numbers? What are the numbers? Hold on. The numbers are... What did I see the numbers at? It was so poor. What was the numbers? 440K. 440,000. That's just poor. That's bad. That's embarrassing. 440,000? How much did Killer Instinct do in the first week? I want to know that. I want to know the first units of that. Well, Zombie, it did 330,000. Well, listen, there's not as many Xboxes as PlayStation sold at the time. So I wouldn't be surprised if it was low. But why the fuck is Street Fighter fucking low? With millions upon millions. There was over 1 million motherfuckers out there at the PlayStation Experience conference. You mean to tell me half of that fucking audience didn't support that fucking Street Fighter? Capcom, you blew it. You made the biggest fucking mistake you ever could have made in your whole entire life. And I don't know, whose fault is it? Maybe PlayStation Nation, whose fault is it? Is it Capcom's fault or is it the PlayStation Nation's fault? Whose fault is it really? I want to know, whose fault is it? Who's the reason why this motherfucker's not selling? 400. Now, the first week's sales can pretty much basically tell you how well this thing is going to sell. This is barely half of a fucking million. Just barely half of a fucking million. Now, from here on out, the sales are going to get lower and lower and lower and lower and lower. And when June comes, motherfuckers will be moving on to the next fucking thing. When everything's finally coming out and completed, nobody's going to run out and say, you know what, time to go get Street Fighter V, baby. No. People will be moving on. They'll be hopping on the next dick or the next game, just like their fucking mothers. Where do we get this fucking feminine mentality from? This is crazy. I can't believe that all of a sudden the PlayStation Nation wants to start quoting me. This is out of fucking control. That now they want to start, tell me what you said. But before that, Zombie 70's a troll. Hey guys, don't listen to Zombie. He's trolling, man. He's trolling, guys. He's trolling. Hey, guy, don't get mad, man. He's trolling. Don't listen to him. All of a sudden, everybody wants to quote old Zombie 70. All of a sudden, Zombie 70 is a fucking genius. And I've been making thousands upon thousands of fucking videos. I've been saying, buy your exclusives. Nobody listens to that. I've been saying, Uncharted is dog shit. Nobody listens to that. I've said, don't buy Destiny. Buy your own exclusives. Nobody listen to that. I said, don't buy Call of Duty. Buy your own exclusives. Nobody listen to that. And Call of Duty it's on its way to being the best-selling fucking PlayStation exclusive. PlayStation game ever sold on that fucking goddamn console. It's going to be one of the highest selling fucking games of all time on that. And this is Call of Duty Black Ops 3, might I add. The third installment to Black Ops is well on its way to being the highest selling game that's ever been on the PlayStation. This is crazy. And watch. There's going to be an abundance of videos on how crazy Zombie 70 is crazy. Don't listen to him, guys. He's only got 1 platinum. Hey guys, don't listen to me. Look at his trophies. Guys. You know what I'm saying? Year after year after year, I've been coming out here and doing my fucking thing, telling nothing but pure 100% facts. But I guess facts don't mean nothing because hey, everybody, look at Zombie's trophy. Man, you know niggas ain't getting pussy. You know niggas' pussy level is at an all-time fucking low right now. Because you can't get pussy being a pussy.